Good morning, everyone. My name is Abby, for those of you that don't know me, and I am one of the coaches hosting this sneak peek into coaching. So, thank you so much for joining in our event here. We're really excited to share with you what coaching has done for us and a little bit about what coaching is all about for you and for others. So I am going to kick today off talking a little bit about what coaching is for me. To start things off, just to give you a little bit of info about me for those of you who don't know me or don't know me very well. I live in Erie, Pennsylvania with my husband, John, and our two kids. My son, Clark, is almost 8, and my daughter, Julia, is almost 5. So we're getting ready to celebrate some big birthdays here in the next couple weeks. Like I said, we live in Erie. We are not originally from here. We are transplants to Erie. We've been here for almost 7 years now. And that kind of takes me a lot to where coaching has affected my life as far as relocating and moving and, developing into more of an adult than what I was and having kids, and all of that. So when we moved to Erie, I really struggled with the change of that, to say the least. We moved here when Clark was 1, and I had been a full-time working mother before that, so I went from that to being a stay-at-home mom. I also left my family and my friends and my support system. I of course still had them when I moved, but I left having them close by. So there were a lot of changes going on in my life. My husband was a new physician, so he was working a lot, and our lives very drastically changed within a short period of time, and I had a lot of hard time swallowing that pill and dealing with that, and gained a lot of weight, and also lost a lot of confidence because I didn't quite have my thing anymore. I didn't know where I fit into my own life, other than being a mom and a wife and staying home, and trying to find a balance with that, with also finding a way to make my life feel more purposeful than being the CEO of the house at all times, if that makes any sense. I loved that, and I feel so very fortunate that I am able to do that, but I missed my old working life as well. So fast forward a few years, I decided to take control of my life and get healthier, and started exercising and paying more attention to what we ate. And that is how I met my coach, Andrea, through doing her clean eating challenge groups. So many of you have done our challenge groups, I'm sure. And if not, we need to get you in one. And that's kind of what really kicked and ignited my passion for nutrition and for healthier living, was through these groups. And when Andrea asked me to be a coach, I thought, this is it. This is the opportunity for me to take advantage of an opportunity for me to fulfill a passion of mine. This has become something I very much like and very interested in, and live within my life, and wanted to share with as many people as I could. So I felt like, this was a really great opportunity for me to do something for me. And not only would I be, eating better and exercising more, I'd have that extra sense of accountability and this amazing hug of support around me, which I needed and loved and kind of thrived upon. So that is initially what coaching was to me. It was an opportunity for me to do something special, to do something bigger than myself, something outside of my family, for me to have something that was kind of mine in the crazy whirlwind of our family life. So that is initially what coaching was for me. And I, at that point, and still, was on my own journey. I was learning a lot about nutrition and trying to incorporate workouts in and figuring out where it worked for me. And still, like I said, on my own journey of weight loss and getting healthy. So that initially is what coaching is to me. But when I think about it now, it has become so much more than that. When we first moved to Erie, it took me almost 7 months to meet my first friend here. I was very, very withdrawn. I felt very self-conscious. I'm a very social person, and once I get to know you, I really love people. I love having people around me. It's very important to me. It's part of who I am, and I very much enjoy it. And I think that's part of why this move was so hard, is because I didn't have that anymore. But I was too shy to go out and meet people and have it again. So, it really, really was a tough transition in that. And I had so much trouble meeting people, so much trouble coming out of my shell, that I just didn't meet anyone. Like I said, it took a while. Once I found that group of friends, I feel like I really thrived in Erie and loved it here. And with the support of them and getting to know other people, I found a really amazing group of friends here that I am so very fortunate to have in my life. So, what coaching has done for me has made it possible for me to knock down some of those barriers and those walls that always prevented me from meeting people and from doing new things, from being scared and being afraid to talk to people. And it's still very much a fear of mine. I still feel very, very nervous in new situations and unfamiliar and anything that's not normal for me, I feel very uncomfortable in, and when I don't know people. But instead of shying away from those, coaching has really empowered me because of having my groups and meeting new people, but also because I do a lot of personal development. I read a lot about how to grow myself. And, that's part of this business. It's a very, very important aspect of it. And it's completely changed my life. And now, instead of shying away from these opportunities, I have the tools and the experience and the confidence to tackle them and to meet more people and to put myself out there that I never had before. And it has completely changed my life. And, not just from a coaching standpoint, but from friends and also our community. Something that's very, very important to me is SafeNet, which is a nonprofit that I volunteer for that supports women and children of domestic violence. I absolutely love volunteering for this nonprofit, but I would have never, ever, ever been able to do that if I wouldn't have been able to push myself out of my comfort zone. So, coaching has definitely changed my life from a physical standpoint with the workouts and the nutrition and the groups that we do, but it has also changed me at a much, much deeper level and, made me able to be a better example for my friends and my family and my children and be able to help more people, which is really what coaching is ultimately all about, is helping others find a healthier lifestyle, whether that be physically or emotionally or, self-conscious or anything like that, something to make you feel better. And the more that I am able to share that, the more people that I'm able to share it with, and the more people that they're able to share it with too, and the better they're able to feel. So that long-winded answer is a big, huge part of why coaching is important to me. And like I said, it's this amazing community, and not only has it done this for me, but it's also put this great support system around me too. These people, these friends, Brittany and Andrea that I'm hosting this group with, I have met through this. I would not have known them if I wasn't a coach. And meeting them and having them as part of my life, we talk almost every single day, and I feel like they're some of my closest friends, and I wouldn't have had that without this. And it's just such an empowering, amazing feeling to have yourself surrounded with people like that. Instead of my newsfeed being filled with negativity and complaining, although around the election, I will say it was still a little negative. I had to avoid Facebook for a while, aside from, my groups and stuff. But there's so much positivity. And when you surround yourself with people like that, it really is inspiring and motivating for you to be like that too. So that is why coaching is important to me, and why I became a coach, and how it has affected my life in the last 2.5 years that I have been a coach. So I hope you enjoyed this super long video. I'm so sorry it lasted so long. I promised myself I wouldn't do that. But stay tuned. Brittany and Andrea will also be sharing what coaching is for them. And then tomorrow we will be sharing more about what coaching is and how to become a coach, what it entails, and all of that fun stuff. So stay tuned for more. Thanks for joining in, guys. Bye.